Hey guys, Gina Blackman here. Today I wanted to talk about tracking your weight loss without using a scale. I have been in the health and fitness industry for 3 years now, a little over 3 years. I've helped 100 plus women and men lose weight, feel good about themselves, get back in shape. And if you have worked with me personally, or if you've been in any of my groups, you know that I am not a fan of the scale. And I'm gonna tell you why. That number on the scale is so inaccurate. It depends on what day you're weighing yourself, what time of day, what you're wearing. So it can fluctuate from the morning to night. It can fluctuate from Monday to Thursday. It's not gonna be the same consistently. And I've seen people feel really good about themselves. They feel great. They have energy. Their clothes are fitting better. They feel really good about what they're doing. And then they step on the scale and maybe they lost a pound, or maybe they didn't lose any weight, or maybe they've gained a pound or two. And all of that goes away and it completely flips. And then the next thing you know, they don't think what they're doing is working. They don't feel good about themselves. It brings them down. And the truth of the matter is the scale is such a small piece of telling you what your results are, and it's so inaccurate. Some people are so obsessed with the scale that they're stepping on it every single day, and the number's constantly different. And when the number's down, they're good and they're happy. But when the number's up, it ruins their day and it ruins the way they feel. So I want you to take that scale obsession and kind of be obsessed with the things that you're doing to change your lifestyle, the things that you're doing to reach your goals. Put that energy into something more beneficial than worrying about that number on the scale. So today, to help with that, I'm gonna go over some of my favorite tips to track your progress without using the scale. It's okay to use it once a week, at the most, maybe once every 2 weeks, just to kind of see where you're at. But you gotta make sure that you're doing it at the same day, the same time of day. I suggest doing it first thing in the morning, before you're fully dressed, before you've eaten, same time every week. So that you're at least on a level playing field. And for women, we all know that our weight's gonna fluctuate based on the time of the month and all of that stuff. So pick a day of the week, do it first thing in the morning, and stay consistent with it if you're gonna use the scale at all. Otherwise, I have some other options as ways for you to track your progress, so stay tuned. Okay, so one of the best ways I think to track your progress without the scale is get one of these old school tape measures. It's the fabric kind, which is much more accurate. You can use a regular tape measure, but you're not gonna get accurate numbers because it's so stiff and it's hard to kind of wrap around the curves of your body. And what you wanna do is you wanna measure across your bust, across your natural waistline, your hips, you wanna do each thigh, and your bicep. And write those numbers down. Track it maybe every week, every couple weeks, whatever works for you, whatever you have time to do. But I'm gonna tell you right now that this number is gonna be a heck of a lot more accurate than that fluctuating number on the scale. You're not gonna fluctuate in inches every day or every week. It's gonna take a little bit longer for you to lose those inches than it is for you to, lose some water weight and be able to step on the scale and see a change. But those inches aren't gonna be going up and down like the number on the scale will. So it's a much more accurate way to really see how you're doing and see your results. So get your measurements when you first start a program, whether it be a diet, a workout program, whatever it is. And it's gonna be more accurate because fat and muscle, while obviously 1 pound of fat and 1 pound of muscle weighs 1 pound, but muscle is a lot denser than fat. So you could be losing fat, gaining muscle. So you're gonna stay the same, or you might gain a pound or two because that muscle's, like I said, it's more dense. So if you're losing a pound of fat, but you're gaining muscle, you might end up gaining a tiny bit of weight, but your body is still kind of shrinking. It's getting tighter. So this is gonna be much more accurate than that scale. You can get these at Walmart, probably Joanne Fabrics, any of those craft places I'm sure would have them too, but it's great to have on hand because like I said, anytime you start a program, get your measurements down. And you might, do it at the beginning of a program and then wait a month and then do it at the end, and you're gonna be blown away by the number of inches you lost, no matter what the scale says. Okay, the second way to track your progress, pictures. Before and after pictures. Now, excuse me, before pictures are not fun for anybody. You're starting a new program because you want to see a change. So taking those before pictures are not always easy to look at. But I promise you, you're gonna be so thankful at the end or, along the way that you have those pictures to compare to. Don't wear a baggy t-shirt and baggy shorts for the pictures. You want to see your body. Wear a bathing suit or a sports bra and shorts, or a tight tank top and yoga pants, something that you'll be able to see the change. You wanna get pictures head to toe, facing forward, sideways, and then your back. And guys, I'm telling you, I've done this so many times with different programs, and I'll think to myself, like, there's not much change. I'll take the pictures anyways, but I know nothing changed. And then I put the before and after side by side, and I am blown away at the little changes that I see in my body. So having the before pictures is such a great tool. And to me, I'd rather see the results in pictures in front of me than to, hope to see the results in a number on the scale. So it's so important to get those before pictures, and don't forget to do them, because as uncomfortable as it may be, you're gonna be so thankful throughout the process that you have those pictures to compare back to. So don't forget to take those when you're doing your measurements. Get your camera out and do it all at the same time. Okay, the third way to track your progress without a scale: find something that you want to either fit into, or maybe you have a favorite pair of pants that have gotten a little tight on you. Pick one item of clothing, something you buy. Like, I like to buy in the beginning of the season, or kind of in the spring, I like to buy a bathing suit for the summer. And that's my motivation. And I'll try that on once or every week or two and see how I'm looking in it, see how I feel in it. So pick a piece of clothing, try it on once a week. Jeans are great because those tell you where you need to lose a little weight or where things are a little snug. So pick your favorite pair of skinny jeans and try those on once a week, and see how they're fitting. See if they start fitting a little better. See if they start becoming loose on you. Pick something that you can kind of gauge the way you're feeling. Maybe it's pants you wear every single day, but take notice to how they're fitting when you first start. And then as you're wearing them along the way, are they getting looser? Are they feeling more comfortable? Do you notice a difference? That is a great way to gauge your progress as well without using the scale, because you can feel the difference in your clothes immediately almost. As soon as things start changing, that's the first place that I notice a difference, is when I'm getting dressed. When I pull my pants up and I have a little extra room to button. So pick one thing, a bathing suit, a dress, a pair of pants, whatever it is, and bring it out once a week and try it on and see if you're making any progress that way. Okay, another way to track progress. How are your workouts going? When you first start a program, you get winded easily. You're using maybe the 5-pound weights. You can't get through the full circuit of the workouts. As you're progressing and you're starting to see results, you're getting better with your workouts. Maybe you're up to the 10 or the 12-pound weights. Maybe you can do one more rep than you did when you first started. Maybe you're not getting as winded. Maybe instead of, running a block, you're able to run 4 blocks. And you're able to breathe as you're running up and down the stairs. You're not getting out of breath. Gauge it with those little things like that too, to see how your progress is going, because that's huge to tell you how your lung capacity is, how your muscles are forming. Like, that's a huge way to see that kind of progress, to see how you're improving with your workouts. Are they getting easier? If you start day 1 and you're at day 30 and nothing's changed, it still is hard, you're still at the 5-pound weights, you still can't do all the reps, then you know that it's not working. But if you're seeing that progress, if you're seeing yourself slowly improve from day to day or from week to week, that's a huge indication that you are making progress. And you're gonna see that stuff way before you start seeing results. You're gonna notice, last week you couldn't do 15 reps. This week you did 20 reps. You're gonna see those little changes that day to day might not seem like much, but that is a huge indicator that you are making progress. Okay, and my last tip for today on how to track progress with weight loss without using the scale, and the most important to me, I think, is how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you have energy? Are you sleeping better? Do you feel good about yourself? Are those endorphins flowing? That, to me, sure, everybody wants to look good and lose weight and be toned. But I know for me, I work out because I feel good when I work out. It gives me the energy to get through the day. It gives me those endorphins. It helps me to keep my mood up. It's all about how you're feeling. If you're too tired, if you're feeling, too worn out, maybe you're pushing yourself a little too hard. Maybe you need to tone it back a little bit. You want like that kind of middle ground where you're feeling good and you have that energy, but you're not like so sore that you can't walk, and you're not so exhausted that you don't have energy to do anything else. Like a workout should improve your day. It should improve your mindset. It should improve your energy. It shouldn't make you feel worse. So that's a huge indication, and that should really, I think that should be the biggest indicator of how you're doing in your progress, is that you're starting to feel good. I know when a lot of people start, whether it be a diet or a workout program, you don't feel good. Like you want to change. So you're doing something to make that change. And you know how you feel in the beginning. You don't feel good. You feel miserable. You don't feel good about yourself. You're lacking that energy. And once you start seeing that stuff coming back, you start feeling that energy, you start feeling happy again, you start feeling good about yourself, that should be the number one indicator of your progress. Because while looking good and losing weight is great, and of course it's important, how you feel about yourself and how you feel throughout your day, I think is the most important thing. And that is the number one reason that you should be working out. The looks and the weight loss and all that, that's like a secondary thing. Do this for you, do it because it makes you feel good. So let that be the leader in indicating how you're progressing and how you're moving forward, the way that you feel. Take a minute every week, at the end of the week maybe, and just kind of say like, how have I felt this week? Have I had more energy? Have I felt good? Have I been sleeping better? Do I feel good about myself? Do I feel good in my clothes? And regardless of what the scale says, regardless of what those pictures look like, regardless of what the inches lost says, let that indicate how you move forward, and let that indicate your progress. If you're not feeling good, make a shift. Change up your workout, change up your diet a little bit. Find something that works, but let that be the leading factor in your progress. All right, guys, I hope that this has helped you. I know that some people just can't get rid of the scale, and I totally understand that. But if you are using the scale constantly, just keep in mind that it is going to shift. It's, weight loss isn't like a straight line from, your current weight to your goal weight. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be fluctuations. That's just the reality of losing weight and getting in shape and changing your diet or starting a workout program. So either get rid of the scale altogether, like I said, use it maybe once a week. Just try to stay away from it on a daily basis, because that can really deter you from carrying on and from getting those results that you want, because you're not seeing the number on the scale change. And in reality, that doesn't really tell you all that much. That number is so inaccurate. Scales alone are inaccurate unless you have like, a super high tech one that can measure like a feather. They're just not accurate. So use these other ways to measure your progress. And if you have any other ways that you like to measure yours, drop them below. Make sure you subscribe. I'll have a ton more tips coming up and recipes, and whatever your program is, whatever you're starting to do, I wish you the best of luck, and thanks for watching.